Hello friends, in today's class we'll see about the chapter symmetry. Now let us consider a square figure, that is A, B and C, D. Okay, now there is a dotted line that goes right through the center of it is a vertical line that goes to the center of this polygon. Okay. Now, if I fold this polygon along this dotted lines, the point A will overlap with C and the point B will overlap with D. That is, it will cover it completely. It will match exactly with this side CD because this line that goes to the center goes through this line is called as the line of symmetry. Okay, similarly the horizontal dotted lines, if you fold it along this horizontal line, even then your B will coincide with A and the D will coincide with C because the opposite side is of the same shape and size as that of this side. Okay, so such images are also called mirror images. Okay, if I place a mirror along this dotted line, I'll get the other side or whatever is the shape, the same shape will be reflected on the mirror. Okay, so when we fold this polygon along the line, the side AB overlaps CD exactly. It covers it completely. Therefore, the line divides the given figure into equal parts. This line is called the line of symmetry. Now let us take the same in the case of a triangle. In this, if I draw a line along this vertex to the opposite side, and when I fold this triangle, then this half of the triangle is similar to this half of the triangle. Okay, so suppose this happens to be a equilateral triangle, then how many line of symmetry a equilateral triangle will have? Can you answer this question? See, here there is one line of symmetry. How many more lines can we have? We will see about it in the coming section. Here I am given a triangle. This is an equilateral triangle. Just see the number of lines of symmetry. If I fold the triangle along this line, this side and this side will overlap against each other. Similarly, if I fold the triangle along this line, this side of the triangle will overlap or it will match exactly with the other side. Similarly, when I fold it along this line, this part of the triangle will match with this side exactly. Therefore, for a triangle, I can have 3 lines of symmetry. So, the number of sides of a polygon will determine the number of lines of symmetry. If a triangle has got 3 sides, then there will be 3 lines of symmetry. Similarly, let us take in the case of a square. Now, if I fold it along this line, both the sides are of the same shape. Similarly, if I fold it along this diagonal, this triangle will coincide with this triangle. Similarly, if I fold it along this diagonal, this triangle will coincide with this triangle. Similarly, along this vertical line, this part of the square will coincide with this square. So, for a square, you can have 4 lines of symmetry. Okay. Now, let's go to the next topic, that is known as the rotational symmetry. What do you mean by a rotational symmetry? Before going into that, let me take this rectangular object. This is a rectangular object. Now, if I rotate it by 90 degrees, rotating means turning it, and I will get a figure of this shape. Okay, so initially this is a rectangular eraser. So this is how the shape of the eraser is initially. When I rotate it by 90 degrees, this becomes the shape of the eraser. Now once again I rotate it by 90 degrees. I get another shape which is similar to the starting shape. Okay. So once again I rotate it. This is 270 degrees. Okay. This was 180 degrees and this was 90 degrees. Okay. Now once again I rotate it. When it reaches 360 degrees, it comes back to its original shape. So which shapes were similar? The 180 degrees and 360 degrees are the two degrees where the eraser was similar to the starting position. So I have rotated my eraser along 90 degrees and this is what I have got. So this is called rotational symmetry of order 2. Okay, because 2 times the shape of the eraser was similar to the starting position. Okay, so this is of order 2. Now similarly, let me take a square. Now let me mark this point P here. First I rotate it by 90 degrees. So my square is this way. I rotate it. This was a square means I rotate it by 90 degrees. My point P will come here. Okay. The point P which was here will come here. Right. Now does it resemble the original figure? Yes, it resembles. Okay. Similarly, I rotate it by another. I rotate by another 90 degrees. My point P comes here. Now does it resemble the original shape? Yes, it resembles the original shape. Now my P comes back to this point and even now it resembles the original shape. Now once more I rotate it, it comes back to the original position P. So how many times did it resemble? It resembled the original shape 4 times. So this is a rotational symmetry of order 4. I hope you understood this. A square has a rotational symmetry of order 4. Now let us take in the case of a circle. Let us take in the case of a circle. I draw a circle here. Now can you tell me if I rotate it with this center, if I am going to rotate this circle, how many similar circles will I have? I will have, if I rotate it along this line, this side and this side will be similar. Similarly, if I rotate it along this line, along this line, along this line, so it can be infinity. So it is of the order infinity. The rotational symmetry is of the order symmetry. Okay. Now let us take in the case of a equilateral triangle. Now let me mark this point R. Now if I rotate it by 120 degrees, the point R here will come here, isn't it? So it has rotated by 120 degrees, the R will come here. Now once again I rotate it by another 120 degrees. The point R which was here, it has come here. Now it will come here. Okay, that is what has come here. Now once again I bring back my R to the original position. So how many times did your triangle get rotate? It actually, the shape of the triangle was similar in the first case, second case and the third case. So this has a rotational symmetry of order 3. I hope you understood it. Thank you, friends.